Good evening, everybody. It is August the 8th. Tonight, you're going to need a chair that is pushed up against the wall. We're going to use it for one set of exercises. We're going to need a yoga block, or you can use the floor if you decide not to use the yoga block for that, but you still will need a yoga block for more than one set. And of course, your pairs of weights. And then make sure you have your water handy and any fans that you want on. I've got mine on. And we're going to start off with a warm up. So make sure you have room to move and that you know what is on your floor around you so that you don't run into anything untoward. Okay, let's do this. Start with the shoulders while we're waiting for the music to catch up. And let's march. Get a nice swing pattern with your arms, hands are open. Get those elbows back, but you get that little stretch up your biceps and then push out on your triceps. Go ahead, let's do a little movement forward. I want your movement to be that small set of steps. If you're not doing walking steps, and of course that march back just as short. Get up on your toes. Get those calves involved. And down. And heels. And down. Shake your hands out. Okay, knee and knee and knee. We got a little bit of a press, turning your back. Now let's bring it across with that knee. Ready? So you're getting that trunk rotation across. Back to our regular marching sequence, knee and knee and knee. Then switch the heels and back, heel and heel and heel. Easy on those quads. And then take our heels across. Here we go. Here and here. Here, keep your jam and feet. Arm going. Here we go. Back to knees up front. Take it back a quick march. With your motion. Take it out. Pull your feet down. That is high. And slow it down. Shake it out. All right. We're going to do step 2 with stretches. So we'll start with the right stance. Side to side. That step. But you want this to be a big motion. Okay. Get those feet. Where you got arms. Press. And press. Finger straight. Wrist in position. Let's go forward out. Here. Shoulder level. Even with the elbows. And up. 2, 3, and out. Or front, sorry. So front, from front position, we're going to keep it extended here. We're going to go in and out. In and out. And then shoulder width. Shoulder height. Out. And down. And up. And down. And up. And press. And you go down. Let your hands do that. Press and flex. Press. And up. Press. And up. And relax. Okay. Add a little dip on the step. And back, walk up, and back with those arms up over your head. Curl it, like you're reaching to the back of your head, and press here. And push. Now just keep it here and push. Make the hands, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Follow that lateral movement in now. Good. Big hands, probably 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to take your knee up. So you're almost better. And the elbow, the little bounce in. And heart. There. Make sure it is against something so it does not slide. We're going to pause. Okay, what I want you to be thinking about, if you've got shoes on, or if you don't have shoes on, when you step to the chair, don't hit the chair with the arch of your foot, okay? You want to hit the chair with the ball of your foot so that your toes can go in and you can push. So you'll have to do a couple of tests to find out where that's going to be comfortable for you, but don't push into your arch. If you need to, take the toes to the top of the chair, but don't let your heel drop so that you've got the control and you can push out from that, okay? Once we get in this position, this is where you're going to be for the entire song. I want you to go ahead and add one weight to your chair, whatever weight you want to use. I'm going to start with a light weight for this round, and I'll change weights as I go along. So why don't we go ahead and do this? Step back. You're going to start with your left foot on top of the chair. So find that position, barefooted or shoe-footed, however you want to do it. Go ahead and do a precursor lunge to make sure you can. It's not going to bother the back of your leg, that you can go forward. And we're going to start. Music roll in. If the music will play. Heads up, chin up, good position. And we're just going to start by pressing. And then you want to make sure you're using the top of that foot to press back. Hands for balance. And let's go ahead and do a press back. So we're staying with this foot the whole song. So, how deep you want to go into this? You need to stop, adjust if we can. Let's take the arms up and down and up. I have to watch out for the fan. And down, up, and down, up, and down. So we're going to come up chest level and open, and open, and open. One more, and open. Now, very carefully, get your weight. All right, we're going to hold it up front, put it in challenge hold, which means no fingers, no thumb. We're going to roll it in with our collarbone. Go slow enough that you can keep your balance. Good. Just as you need to. And almost done. Last one. Step down and shake your legs out. Ooh. All right, shake your legs out. I have to change it so I can see it. And I'm going to move this so I can see the run line. We're going to do it again, so go ahead and put this back down. So now that you kind of know what's going on, once you get your balance, we will change what our arms are doing just a little bit. Again, go ahead and take your arms up as high as you can. I have to be mindful not to stick my fingernails into my fan blades. All right, here we go. So go ahead and get your foot situated. And here we go. Isaac Joel. And begin the forward press so that you can stretch the back of your long leg. And let your arms come forward and press back. So your arms going with you. Raise and press. Raise and press. Raise them a little higher and press. And go ahead and begin going into that up position and press back. All right. palms of your hands. Roll it into your chest. And then extend. Into your chest. And extend. Into your chest. And extend. Ooh. Okay, into your chest and down towards your knee. Into your chest and down towards your knee. We're getting a little more movement in here as we wind it up. One more. And done. All right, go ahead and step off, shake out those legs. Woo, baby. Now, we're going to use our yoga block on the next one. So go ahead and move your chair out of the way if you don't think you're going to need it for balance. Now, yoga block with the caveat, if you do not feel comfortable doing this with the yoga block, don't use it. You're going to put it down. We're going to do a reverse lunge. We're going to start with our left leg back. When you put your foot on the yoga block, you must have your heel completely on the block so that when you step up on it, put your weight on it, the block does not flip backwards. If you have any part of your heel on here and you go back, it could cause the block to lift up. So we don't want that. We want all of your weight when you step on it going down into your heel, and then you're going to be back in this lunge, okay? And if you have a wall or a desk or a chair and you want to help you maintain that upright position, we're good. Again, let's put a weight down near our feet so that when we get ready to, we can pick it up if we decide to use it. With you in this unsteady position, we're not going to be doing a lot of big movements from side to side. And again, if you get into this and you decide that this is bothering your knee, bothering your hip, simply take your foot off and go back into a position that's going to work for you, right? I never want you to feel obligated to try it unless you feel confident in trying it. So if you try it once and you say, not good, then switch off of it. No harm, no foul. All right, here we go. So we're going to do, again, one full song of this. So go ahead and get your heel on there. Press into it and go ahead and step back. And kind of spin it into, and do a little pulse here so you're on your toe. Head up, chin up, so you're not leaning forward into it. Good. And if you need to tap on something the whole time, that's totally fine. You've got one foot that's unsteady up front and one foot that's unsteady at back. It's kind of unsteady. Pulse. Now, I would say incrementally sink yourself into it. Don't go far because we haven't hit the halfway mark yet. And think about how you're sitting in your hips. Are they still even? Are you on the toe back there? Are you feeling this squat here? Get it on forward if you can. We're not going to use the weight. I'm just sitting right now. Breathing. You got a lot of lactic acid building up there. Can you go a little lower? Make your palms smaller, lower. And we're going to come over. So then you use it. Walk forward, step off, and begin shaking it out. I know it's not done yet. All right. So let me go here. We're going to switch legs, but before you do, this calf of the leg you just used, you need to do some ankle movement, right? Got a lot of blood in there right now, so you need to kind of stretch, get it a little bit loose. Make sure you're okay here and here. All right, get that foot set, get your weight on it, step back into your position. We will begin. Nice tall posture. And begin your little pulse. Again, holding on. Not a bad thing if you need to do it. Nice upper body. You're not taking your feet too far over. And And you're on your toe back there. And we're just gonna settle in here. You can always come a little higher if you see too much. Then you can go into it a little lower. Go ahead and do that. Remember, we're not at the halfway point. Don't go slow. And make sure you're breathing. Keep your breathing cycle good. You want lots of oxygen intake here. And you go a little lower. Good. I know, we're almost to the point where we can come back up. Great. Get upper body, don't throw into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that toe up. And step forward. And step off. Oh. Anybody do that right leg? All right. We're going to do winch hoppers next, and we're going to do a whole round of it with no weights, so we can work on our shoulder flexibility. One of them that we're going to do is overhead, and I'm actually going to pull my chair here simply because I want to be able to be in screen and not be threatened by a fan. So when we do overhead, your hands are together with your thumb out. Head is at neutral, and you're gonna push your hands behind without doing this. Now, how far you get your hands behind your head is up to you. Just get it to where you can touch the thumb to the back of your head in some way, shape, or form, because this is going to open up, right? We're working on this flexibility and trying not to do what I just demonstrated, which is to crane your head forward. So lift the shoulders, push the elbows, get this part to expand. We will do that. Then we're also going to do, once we do it, get into it, we will go into a hip hinge where we have our hands up, and you need to do a wide hip hinge, because I discovered today, if you try to do a narrow one with your hands up, you're not thinking about what your back does. So the wider you are, the more likely you are to go ahead and sit back. And of course, you're here, you're already going to be in a good position, and you can take that back. And then we will do side to sides as well, focusing on getting this one straight and this one drop down, working on that flexibility in your wrists. All right, like I said, I wanted to be up here so you could see where we were going with this without me trying to fight the fan. Okay, here we go. Let me move this over here. Right, first across. Is that it? Yes. All right, hands up. Let's go ahead. Okay, get that head in good position, because the first thing I did was going to take my chin forward. Lift on shoulder. Roll it back. Remember, just have to touch the back of your head with your thumbs. Doesn't matter how far. Okay, good. Good. I'm going to walk around my fan. So you're going here. Good posture. It's tempting to bow your back. Try not to do that. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring your arms down for a moment. Let's go into our wide stance. For our hip hinge, hands up. So first here is in. All right. Take your hands up to chin level. In. Take your hands up to eye level. Hinge. Notice how your arms want to bend automatically. Forehead. Head. Just overhead. Head. And 2, 3. Take your neck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and let your arms come down. Roll your shoulders forward. Give a little hug. Release that. And then around back. Just hold your hand and press. Take them out. going on this over leg. Okay, like this, like this, like this. Okay. Bring those thumbs right into that shoulder. Straighten it out here. Fold, good. Straighten and fold. That was pretty. Get out. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it take it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do the overhead wood chopper that we just did with a weight. Choose your weight. If you don't want to use the weight, you can use your yoga block. It's lightweight. All right. So make sure you hold it like this with your thumbs on the head and in the grip of your palm and your fingers. Don't drop it. Here we go. Up and hold. Again, don't crane your neck forward. Good. 4, 3, 2. Take this up. Bring it out here and fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come out. Let's go up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it up and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to go to the top of the shoulder. 1, 2, like you're taking it over. 3, 4, so lift those elbows. 5, 6, 7, 8, and to the shoulder now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the top of the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. Woo. All right, put your weight down. Get some water if you need it. How are we doing? Thumbs up if you're doing okay. All right. Next up, we're going to do a split lunge. And we're going to add a bicep curl to that. So I want you to go ahead and make sure while we're talking that you're rolling your shoulders back and forth, in and back. Okay? So forward and reverse, in and back. You want to kind of loosen that up so that your shoulders don't get stove up while we're doing this. The split lunge. So you're going to go wide, and you're going to take one foot back like you're going to do a reverse lunge, except you're going to do a hip hinge on your front leg. So your back leg, instead of doing this, so you see how my front knee is still square? My back knee is going into square. So instead of doing that, you're actually going to let that back knee bend, but take your hips back. So you're going here. So it's that one-legged squat, and the back leg is just acting somewhat like a lunge kickstand. All right? So it's not the upright 90 degrees. It's the hip hinge. So if you're on your right side, you're going into your right cheek. And we're going to bicep curl as we do that. So you'll be here, you'll be hip hinge and up. And probably what we're going to do is 8 and then switch, and then 8 and then switch. As the song goes along, I'll determine what kind of time we have left. That determines how many we're going to do. So go ahead and get your weights in your hands. Get a little heavier if you want to. We're going to let this go. So go ahead and start in open position. Step your foot back where you would for a reverse. Okay, here we go. So you've got that space, that white space, and you're going to go 1, 2, hip hinge into that right foot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Step forward, get your feet still apart. Step that right foot back. Let's go into our left. So here we go. 1, that hip hinge. 2, 3. I got off my toes. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Wide stance. Go a little further back if you can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come on. Let's do it on that side. A little further back. Up on that toe. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and come to center. Pick leg down. Go to wide stance. Rest the stomach for 6 inches. Do the hammer curl. Work again. Let your back know what you're doing. Arms are long. Curl, let them cross. Come up shoulder and pass your knee. And press back slowly. Get into it. Good. Nice and easy. Good. Good, 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 good. Now, let's right here. As your hands, you're going to push one arm up. Try not to lean into it. Keep your body straight, your shoulders square, hips square. Double. And down. All right. He said, oh, hey. Unfortunately, we have to do this one again. All right. Stand here and wait, skater lunge. Okay, stand here and wait. Okay, weights down. Going into skater lunge. Not too wide. We're going to use this to stretch our arms out, so make sure you're not hitting anything. Same thing like we did a while ago. When we did the split squat, you're focusing on one set of muscles in that same leg. So when you go into here, make sure you're pushing back and it becomes the one-legged squat with the long kickstand here. Okay? And here. So you're not just kicking the hip to the side doing this. You want to keep that hip back and not out. Right? Back and not out. All right. Here we go. This dreaming now, stand here and wait. All right. Let's start with our warm up. Go to the knee, and you're stretching those hands. Go ahead and bring them forward so you know they're sit into that one hip. So we're going to the right hip and out the left. As you get warmed up, start reaching for your toes. You can reach your toes. And then you can start leaving your arms open and adjust your weight. All right. And one. All right. Little bit in. Okay, so you're back to position. Right into stance just a little bit. All right. Sit into your hips a little bit. We're going to keep everything and on that level. Here and across. But you're not speed. You're doing this. Sit in that hip. Come up to mid. And go again. Long leg. Relatively straight. One is not above the other, so you all get across. Give yourself time. Good. All right. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk it in. Pick up your heels. Stretch your quads. Pick up your yoga block. Okay. So back to just outside the hips. Okay, use both hands. You're going to go here and up here. So you're taking the arms out. It becomes that. Shift the hip and press. Press the block down and raise it up. To go all the way up. Right, it does not go out, it goes back. From the downhill slide. Good. Nice. 4. All right. Oh yeah, we're gonna stop that for just a moment. Get a drink if you need to. Now, I said you could move your chair, and I was right, and I meant that. And then I realized that 9A needs your chair. So most of you still have your chairs in place. I've got to pull mine back into place. So give me a moment here. We're going to do chair bird dog, okay? And you don't have to have it blocked against the wall because it's not going to slide unless your chair has rollers. So what you're going to do, put your hands at the front of your chair, make your back go into a table, okay? So you're not in a squat, your legs are not behind you long, okay? They're in a table underneath your hips. You'll take your left hand up, right at the back of the chair level, and your right foot back. And you'll be on this left leg, and you're going to lift, and then you'll draw everything in towards your belly button and push back out again. So turn sideways a little bit. It looks like this. Up, draw it in, push it back out. So you got a nice level through there. So if you need to make any other arrangements to your chair, go ahead and do that. What we'll do is we'll do 10 on one side with a hold on number 10, and then we'll do 10 on the next side with a hold on that, and then we will go down from there. All right. Everybody ready? Here we go. Snap. Lift and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Try to make it straight. 4, 3, 2. Take this one out and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Come up for just a moment. Do the little hip hula. Make sure your back is in good position. All right, palms down. Right hand up. Left foot back. Set, lift, and draw it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to take this one out and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Drop those hips and come up. Another hula move. You want to lose that stuff? All right. We're going to do 4 and 4. Starting with the left. Set, lift. 4. No holds. 3, 2, 1. Change out. Right hand, left foot. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet in, drop those hips so you can stretch right through here. And come up. Woo. Go around the circle. And back. You can move your chair out of the way now. We are going to the floor. You'll need your yoga block for this because we're going to do bird dogs on the floor. You're going to put your yoga block on your back. So, I'm going to get down right over here. So you get down hands and knees. Turn this way just a little bit so I can see you and everything else. And the music controller. All right. Now, strong wrists means you do an open fist with your fingers not tucked in, or you can do flat palms. All right. You're going to take the yoga block and put it right on your where your belt loop would be. So it's not in the middle of your back. It's at hips where your belt loop is. And the thing here is that when you take that left leg back, you're not lifting it up real big, and you're not dropping your butt when you bring that in. So you have your arms here, and you want to keep it nice and smooth on the draw. Now, if you lose it, that's okay. It's just like having the book on your head to help you find some sort of balance. Same thing. We'll do 10 with a hold, switch and do 10 with the hold, and then we might do some side leg lifts just for fun. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Left hand, right leg. Set and lift and draw them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take this one out and hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Go ahead and take the block down for just a second. Sit back on your heels, stretch the back. All right, come back up, put the block back on. Right hand out, left leg long, lift it up, and draw it in nice and steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Take the finish out and up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Take the block off. Sit back into your heels. Stretch your back. All right, come back up. Put the block back on that skis. Remember to send these side lift out to the side. Nice and slow, not speeding, not losing that block. Not rocking your hips. That's the chief thing. If you don't want to rock those hips, just let it lift. Tight the works. Right? Keep it lift. Knees and hips are aligned. Keep your knees under you. That's one and done. All right. Huzzah. And pause that one. Now, we get to sit down. We have 2 more things to do before we stretch. Next thing we're going to be doing is reverse sit-ups. Reverse sit-ups. You get the balance back on your arms, so strong wrists or flat hands. Your legs, and you're going to roll back on the back side of your rear end. So just above the curve, right where you're almost to your belt line, okay? And you're going to push out, and you're going to kind of sit, lay yourself, but don't do them that fast because we got 2 minutes and 40 seconds of this. So one of the mods you can do is keep one leg down and do one with a little bit more extension. So when you're doing one leg, you can take the extension almost all the way out and almost to the ground and come back up. So that's one way to modify it. So I highly suggest, if it gets to be too much just doing the one side, modify and then go back into the double push. If you need to cross your legs, that does help your legs to brace against each other. I don't consider it a cheat too terribly much. If it's going to help you get the job done, then it's going to help you get the job done. All right. So I'm going to start in regular. I will switch to the modifications, and even with that crisscross, so that you feel comfortable doing it any way you want to. Not like I can see you, but those of you doing it later on video, it helps to have everything demonstrated. So here we go with wave runoff. Put those feet in and begin your extensions. So take your time. So the extension would be 1 foot flat and taking that leg almost to the floor, long as you can go. For the toes and 5 of these, I'm going to come in, and then I'm going to do 5 on this side, demonstrating the mods. 3, 4, 5. We'll pull it in and go back here with the cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And everybody come forwards. Roll out your foot back just a moment. And then the other leg, you gotta stretch that muscle well. Okay, this is your time to reset your hands. That's what you're gonna do. Going back and reverse push-ups. Sit ups. Not reverse push-ups. Or no. Here we go. Is it? So do a mix of everything. Some straight, some cross, some singles. On the downward side. Go ahead and rock it forward. Rock those hips forward and come into the stretch. We're going to be doing more sit-ups and stuff. You need to stretch out. All right, switch legs. Stretch that back, stretch the hips. All right, we're going to go to the back. You're going to bring your knees up and in towards your chest. We're going to do crunches from that position. Now, if you're working at home and you have neck issues, you can use a lower yoga block or a rolled towel or a small pillow underneath your head if you have that kind of neck issue for support. If you don't have an issue, you can change your hands to do lightweight support. So I just want you to know that these are available for you to use. Don't hesitate to do that because you're going to be up in that crunch position for quite some time. So roll yourself down on the floor, pull your knees in, and then what you're going to do from here is take your fingertips to your ears and sit up in the crunch. This is your starting point. So your head never really comes back down to the floor. You're here, and we're going to go right in the middle. Notice it's very small. And then we'll go to the side. So you'll bring that elbow over and crunch. So this one's out and open, and you're kind of driving into that shoulder. And we will mix that up. All right, here we go. There we go. Come up in our crunch position. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And go to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and back to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and down. Take a nice big breath here. Fill up your lungs as much as you can. Let your back arch a little bit and exhale down. All right, we're going to take it from one hand behind the head, one arm long. It's going to start with the long left arm. Step in your crunch. You're going to go right to the middle. And you're going to do 8 here in the middle and 8 to the outside towards your ankle. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out to your ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to your ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to switch sides. And now look at the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and head down. And let your legs go long. Let your back arch naturally here, guys. Square up your hips. Pull your toes in towards your knees. Put your palms up to the ceiling and drop your stomach away from your pelvic bones. Let your arms go long up and back. You got your toes flexed toward your knees. Like the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your toes. Roll your arms up right through your spine. And let's bring that left leg in and just kind of pull it to your chest. And roll your foot. And the other way. And then go ahead and reach up here where your ankle is. You're just going to turn it, draw it in. You got to stretch through here, through here, through here, through here. And then let it extend back out. And let's bring this other leg, the right leg in to your chest and rotate your ankle. And the other way. And let's get that ankle in here. So you've got several points. And make sure your other leg is relaxed and not stiff. It's trying to drive a hole in the ground with your heel. Go ahead and extend that leg out. We're going to bring our heels in, hands out to the side. And you're simply going to keep your hands down and your feet on the ground and roll from one side to center to the other. Okay. So you're doing a little torso rotation right there above the hips. You got that stretch going on. Feel good. Let's do 2 more, one on each side. All right. Bring those knees in and sit up as high as you can. Get your arms around them. You can drop your feet. Go ahead. Pull. Bow yourself up as high on that point of your back. 3, 2, 1. Head down. Arms behind your legs. Lift your feet straight. Lift your hips up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and draw your feet in and let your knees go out. It's going to take us a hot minute to get out of this mess. Go ahead and wiggle your toes against each other. Woohoo! And what I want you to do is kind of roll up in a crunch and let your feet, hold your arms nice and long and let your feet kind of help pull through the shoulders just a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in. Slide your hands off very carefully. Roll your shoulders a little bit. Put your feet down. And now the best part, getting off the floor. Woohoo! Take your time. I'm going to thank you guys for joining us today. We'll catch you next time on the flip side.